a problem that I bet you can relate to. I'm out with my iPhone and I see something that I'm just sure is going to make a beautiful photo. I frame it up, I take the photo, and then I look at what I captured and it's just not what I expected. Did you know there's a pretty easy way to make quick adjustments to the photos that you're taking with your iPhone using an automatic tool within the iPhone editing suite? So let's take a look at that and learn how to use it. So here's the magic tool I want to show you. Those talented Apple engineers have given us all the gift of the auto adjustment. Your phone's amazing computer software analyzes your photo and uses its AI to determine how it can be improved. And then it applies incremental adjustments across the full range of editing settings within your phone. The settings that are usually adjusted using auto are exposure, brilliance, highlights, shadows, contrast, brightness, black point, saturation, and vibrance. Before we take a look at some case studies and some before and afters of photos, let me remind you of how to get to the editing tools within your iPhone. When you take a photo, you can immediately get into the editing tools. Tap on the little thumbnail of your photo, open that, and then you see Edit there in the bottom toolbar. And now you see Auto ready to go. Starting in your photo library, select your photo, and now you see Edit at the top right corner. You open that, and there's Auto also ready for us to use. Let's look at a couple of case studies to see some before and afters of how the auto adjustment makes a difference in a photo. The first case study is of a photo that I intentionally took too dark. So I'm going to tap on the auto adjustment, the magic wand, and let's see what happens. Obviously it brightened it up. Let's see what it did with each setting. It brought up the exposure and the brilliance and the highlights and the contrast and the brightness, obviously, the black point, as well as the saturation. So it greatly improved this photo. In another case study, we're going to see differences that are not quite as dramatic as the first one, but still make an important difference. This photo, in my opinion, is a little too bright with the sun reflecting on that shed. So I'm going to tap Auto and let's see what happens. First of all, it didn't change the exposure. It did, though, increase the brilliance and the highlights. I adjusted that there a bit just to see, and then it increased the shadows, which really helped, I think. The contrast was brought up, the brightness a little bit, and the auto adjustment also brought up the black point and the saturation. So I believe all in all, the photo was improved and made it more beautiful. One thing you need to know is after you've used Auto to make adjustments, if you tap Done, then that edited photo will replace the former one in your iPhone library. If you're not happy, tap Cancel, then Discard Changes will pop up and you can tap that and then you can just start over from there. So now it's your turn. The only way to really get a feel for how the auto adjustments can help your photography is to test it out. So I encourage you to take some photos and jump right into the editing tools and let that auto adjustment show you how it can improve your photo. If you don't like it, you can always back right out of it. And also you can go back through your photo library and take a photo maybe that you've always thought could be a little bit better and see what auto adjustments can do for you there. Hope this helps your photography.